Oh man, I guess we'll talk about this last episode of Halo. Here we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I am DJ, aka Token Black Guy. If you are new here for the first time, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe button. Yeah, so we watched the last episode of Halo. This one's called Homecoming. And man, oh man, oh man. This show. Um, let me preface this by saying I am a huge Halo fan. As you can see, I have Halo stuff behind me. I have my books right here. I have some more stuff packed away that I haven't unpacked. But I love Halo, and I was so excited when this show came out. Was announced that finally we're getting not the movie that we wanted years ago, but some a live action version of Halo with a big budget. We had Forward on the Dawn, we had Nightfall, but those weren't like true Halo movies. I will say Forward on the Dawn was really a good movie, but having a series, I thought oh, we can get episodes and get dive more into the story. So when they announced the show, I was happy. And first episode, I was all for it. They came with a bang. The action scene with the Covenant and everything. And I said from the beginning, what will determine this story, this show will be the story. And at this point, episode 4, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not saying the show is bad. The show is decent. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. But being a Halo fan and just, you know, in general, I feel like it's starting to lose the essence of Halo, what it is. This show we'll do a recap of this show. Basically, we go back. Left off. We start where we left off at. John. A little flashback of John during his training as a kid and everything, which is fine. I like seeing that kind of stuff. But the show focused more on the Hall League going back to Rhythmus 2, John's home planet. And they go back to his house and they get there and they look for the area that he dug when his dad buried the artifact or pictures of stuff and everything. Now, again, this show, we've seen less of John in his, armor. We've seen his bare ass more than we have seen him in armor. And I was kind of excited when they get off the planet and John puts his helmet on, full more Mjolnir armor, and literally 5 seconds later he takes it off. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, if anything, John being a Spartan at this point, you're not in you're in combat, so you're going to be in full gear. Like, his helmet it has his HUD in it. Like, it gives him all his information, and you're attached to Cortana at this point. So why wouldn't you keep your helmet on? But they try to throw some fanfare when they had the classic, I guess, from Halo Infinite, with him standing with his helmet by his side. I don't know if y'all caught that. So they kind of threw the fans a little nugget just to try to shut us up, whatever. But again, another scene that kind of made me mad was when they were digging. He used a fucking shovel, and I don't hate to cuss, but the show is starting to irritate me a little bit. A shovel. You tell me, it's the year what 2050, 25, 52, something like that, or whatever, and you're using a old shovel. You had no kind of scanner or something like that, probably in his helmet, that he could have scanned the area to determine where there was something in the ground. But no, he doesn't have his helmet on, so you can't do that. But they go to his house and he actually put his helmet back on, but we don't see it because now Cortana is in the HUD and they're recreating his childhood, to when he was drawing the pictures. And even in that, they got him in civilian clothes. But I will say, I am the storyline with the artifact, I'm okay with now. I get it. It's a good central storyline. It's going to lead us to Halo. I mean, obviously, they had something to lead to Halo. Now, what I'm hoping not is that Halo does not bear on the ground. I hope it's actual Halo, like in space, whatever, and they figure out the weapon. My second point of this episode, Quan. Quan's storyline is useless. It's dumb. It's pointless. I don't get it. First of all, you would think, well, obviously in the books, in the story, after the Covenant attack, all the Innies and the USNC to kind of team up together to band together as human race to fight this big baddie that's come in to exterminate humans. But no, Kwan is so worried about her little rebellion on her planet that some guy took over. Forget about the Covenant who's came in and murked your whole family and your whole colony. You're worried about this human that is taking over because you're a little brat and you want to do whatever. Not knowing that all of the rebellion's gone. Like he killed all the generals and everything. There's a bounty on your head, and you dragging Soren along with you. I like Soren, but his storyline is stupid because now he's just falling around a little girl who's having a tissy fit about the rebellion, which is pointless. I think Kwan's character is useless. I think her storyline is pointless. I could do without it. I feel like it would have been a better story if Soren had teamed up with Master Chief, since he's the one that rebelled against Halsey, and having Soren, helping John rebel and showing him the way to rebel why they're searching for the artifact would have been a better storyline. That's just my personal opinion. Also, what's the guy's name? I can't remember his name. The visitor, the one that took over for Kwan. Again, we got to see more ass in this show. Because for some reason they wanted to show his ass when he got the bathtub, which was pointless. I don't understand that. But he puts a bounty on Kwan's head. He knows it here. He goes after her, finds out that Kwan's aunt is still alive. And which I'm like, if you know she's alive in the market, why don't you just kill her? She's the last one person resistant. Just take her out. I mean, you kill everybody else. Why not take her out? So Kwan finds he hires her assassin. They hunt down Kwan. Kwan's aunt dies in the process. Someone loses his ship, so now they're on the run from that group. That's that storyline. I did say the one part of the episode I kind of enjoyed was the whole interaction with Spartan Kai or 125 and Miranda Keyes. So after seeing Master Chief take out his little sensor in his spine or whatever, she takes hers out at the beginning of the episode, and she kind of starts feeling emotion and stuff. Takes I think it was like lube or something from her sniper rifle, that red stuff, and dyed her hair red. So she's starting to feel and everything. But I like the way she's experiencing it, not like John, where John's all emotional and like this and that. I'm crying, I can't figure anything out. She's actually just feeling emotion, and she's having her own personality to the point where she gets a little sassy with Miranda Keyes and everything, talking about, oh, you don't like us, do you? You don't like the Spartans. And Miranda Keyes kind of admits that, yeah, I kind of don't. I felt like my mom felt like y'all were more her children than I was. And they have a little banter back and forth. And so I kind of like that. And at the end, they kind of like a little bonding moment between the two, because apparently they've been fighting this Covenant war for how long, and no one thought to take the alien language that they're fighting it with and try to cipher it. And all of a sudden they had a bright idea to, oh yeah, all you Spartans know a few words from Shin Healy. Let's try to translate it. And they translate it. Like, so how long have you been working on this war and intelligence and everything? And you didn't translate or decode your enemy's messages? But that's here and this or that. But they do that. They figure out some words, saying Healy words, and they intercept that message from Mackie and translate it. And they figure out the word Halo. So that's where we're going with this show. Again, I wish there was more action in this show. We haven't had a gunfight. I mean, we had a little gunfight between the humans and so on, and them getting chased and everything, but we haven't seen a Covenant since episode 1. And I'm like, there's this big bad threat out there and no one's caring about it. I'm like, this is what the whole Halo is about. I mean, I don't get it. But again, the show isn't horrible. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm invested in it. And I'm a Halo fan. I'm going to watch the show. I'm just praying and hoping that it gives me more. And I guess I'm being selfish, whatever. But I just don't. It doesn't feel like Halo to me. It doesn't feel like Halo. Again, this John, wear your helmet a little bit more. I'm not saying all the time. Just put it on a little bit. Like, give us that Master Chief look. That's all I'm asking. That's all. If you put it on for 10 minutes of the show, I'm fine with that. Take it on, take it off, but at least have it on for a while. Like, Spartans, their suit is like part of them. Like, they take very pride in it. So I don't know. I just, me personally, I feel like the show is faltering in a lot of spots. It's having its good moments, but it's really stumbling and tripping on itself in areas. Um, I hope it gets better. I'm hearing rumors that the Covenant's supposed to show up in the next episode. I hope so. We need to see more of them. Like they have to bring them back in the fold. And the pacing of the story is just I don't know, man. Um, I watched an Angry Joe's review of it, and he made a good point about how they cut so much that you could never get invested in that story that you're at the time. It's like literally a minute or two, and they cut to a different story. Like, and then cut back to this story, cut back to the story. So you never get the feel of, oh, I care about this storyline right here because you never get a chance to get invested in it. I don't know. I hope the show gets better. Like I said, I'm a diehard. I got Chief right here. I'm a Halo fan. I'm going to continue watching it. I said it from the beginning. It all depends on how the story is. Episode 4, I think it's what 10 episodes total. Hopefully, this is the turning point where it gets better. I'm hoping. I'm still trying to hold on to hope. Um, what was that one? Follow Reach commercial Hope. Yeah. So I'm trying to hold on a little bit of hope for the show. I haven't abandoned ship yet. I might go down with the sinking ship, but I'm not going to abandon the ship. Let me guys know down below what you think of the show. If you're enjoying it, if you're liking it. But yeah, I will also say Katana. I'm happy with Katana in this show. I was kind of iffy about her way she looks, but the voice acting, the voice of her, I love it because it's the original voice and it brings back the Halo feels. So yeah, but yeah, till next time, guys. I will see you when I see you. Peace.